Hey guys, so you're interested in becoming a wedding videographer. That's awesome. I've been doing it for the last couple years and it is a phenomenal experience. However, getting into this industry can be a bit daunting. Figure out what to film and what to be prepared for, it's just a lot. But I'm here to teach you how to become a wedding videographer, from knowing nothing to hopefully becoming a pro. So this first episode is going to be just about the bare basics. What is a wedding? What events happen during a wedding that you should be prepared for? So a typical wedding event, and note the word typical because there are a plethora of different religions and cultures that all are different in their own way, shape, or form. So I'm gonna really be generalizing a lot of terminology that I'm gonna be using, but you should be able to utilize these basic principles to get forward with everything. So typically, a wedding is gonna start off with the bride and the groom preparation. This is gonna be a time where you're gonna be getting glamour shots. So you can be capturing the bride when she gets makeup put on, when she's putting on her dress, jewelry, and just side note, when they do put on a dress, I end up stepping out of the room, and then once she's decent, then I'll come back in and I'll get some final shots of, the dress getting zipped up or buttoned up or whatever the case may be. In terms of the groom, I'm really just getting shots of, the jacket being put on, tie being adjusted, cufflinks being put on, shoes. The preparation is also a great time to ask, who has the rings? Can I see the rings? To get some nice close-up shots. If you get the rings, get some close-up shots with a nice background, something like that. I typically use all this bridal preparation footage as filling moments in any wedding film that I'm going to be editing. Another thing to note about bridal preparation is it could be very long. I've had times that a wedding doesn't happen till 12 o'clock, but they ask me to arrive at 8 a.m. So do the math, 4 hours of bridal preparation. Yeah, it's a lot. It's gonna be a lot of downtime once you get all the shots that you need. So just know that you might wanna set expectations to your client and try to arrive, maybe 2 hours before the ceremony just to get the last shots of the bridal preparation. Because the preparation, it's not really a huge important moment of the day to capture in terms of videography, but it really comes down to what your client desires. Anyway, moving on, the next event is the ceremony. And the ceremony can happen at the same location of the bridal preparation. Maybe you're in a massive venue that they offer a room for bridal preparation, the ceremony, and all the other events. Or, it could be at a completely different location, such as a church. You never know. Obviously, you're gonna wanna talk to your clients about that and figure out all those details. Regardless, the ceremony is a time where the couple is going to publicly get married, exchange vows, state they're gonna love each other forever, yada, yada, yada. And it's a very important moment for this new couple, and you're gonna wanna capture it in its entirety. For the preparation, I've just come in with one camera and get quick shots, pretty simple. But when it comes to the ceremony, you're gonna wanna have multiple cameras set up so you can get a wide shot of the entire ceremony and then a close-up of the couple as they're exchanging vows. You're gonna want maybe a camera that's mobile so you can capture the bride and groom when they walk down or out of the aisle. Just be prepared for anything. A ceremony could be a huge venue, huge church, or it could be a really small church with, 20 people in it. Just be ready, be prepared for anything. Anyway, moving away from the ceremony comes the next event, the reception. This is a big party, everyone's dancing, there's lights, there's cameras, music. It's a fun time. The reception is going to typically start off with the couple actually not being there. Usually just the guests are enjoying the cocktail hour, and then they're going to sit down once the DJ announces to sit down, and then the DJ is going to announce all the members of the bridal party as they come into the reception room, and then they're going to announce the couple, and then the couple will have their first dance. The first dance is typically a slow dance, although, maybe your couple want to have more fun. I don't know. But it's typically a slow dance. Very important, make sure you capture it. But after the first dance, usually the groom will step aside, and the bride's father will then come in, dance with the bride, and then they will both go off, and then the groom and his mom will come, and then they will dance. Of course, this is just all generally, every event is slightly different, so please keep that in mind. Anyway, after these first few important dances, sometimes the DJ will invite everyone to come up on the dance floor for about 20 to 30 minutes or so, and then everyone will sit back down and dinner will be served. Now, when dinner is served, you're not off the hook just yet, because typically there are going to be family members, friends, whoever, that are going to be giving speeches or toasts. These can be serious, these can be funny, but you're gonna want to capture them, the video and the audio of them. Sometimes the toasts and speeches happen in the middle of the dinner or towards the end, but you never know. Regardless though, during dinner, definitely find some time to sit down, relax, get some food in you. Even though you might be getting paid to film this video, you're kind of a guest in a way too. So make sure you're treated right, because you also need food, or else your attitude and your energy level is gonna go down, and it's gonna show in the video. Anyway, after dinner, typically it's just a lot more dancing, people having fun. Sometimes there are games that might be played, sometimes the bouquet might get tossed, whatever. You're gonna wanna ask for an entire outline from your clients, or couple I should say, just so everyone's on the same page. You can also ask the DJ what he or she is expecting and planning throughout the entire reception. But that now brings us to, usually at the end-ish of the reception, they will do a cake cutting. This can be, everyone shut up, everyone sit down, and they're gonna bring the cake out in the middle, and everyone's gonna watch as this new couple cuts the cake and then smears cake all over each other's face. Or it might just be a bit more private, and the couple will go into the corner of the room, get some pictures and videos of cutting the cake, and not make a big deal about it. But I digress. After the cake cutting, it's usually more dancing, having fun, and then comes the end of the wedding. And this can really happen in two ways. Sometimes there's nothing really special about the end of the event, and the DJ just kind of fades the music out, lights go on, and everyone says their goodbyes and go home. Or sometimes the couple has something bigger planned, maybe a sparkler send-off. They'll get a group of people from the wedding, and they'll all light sparklers, and they'll make like a tunnel so the couple can run through them and then run into a limo and then go to the airport and go on their honeymoon. You never know. There's a lot of options, but there are kind of the two ways it can go: just fade out, or they could have some sort of grand exit to leave the venue. But really, that is the basics of a wedding event. It's really the preparation, the ceremony, and then the reception. And note though, between the preparation and the ceremony, or more often than not, between the ceremony and the reception, this will be a time when the photographers will want to get some shots. So they'll typically will bring the couple to some location, could be on site, could be traveling, 10 minutes out, and they will get pictures with the bridal party, with friends, family members, nice portrait shots, so on and so forth. Even though this is a time really where the photographer is capturing images, don't be afraid to step in. Direct your couple to get shots that you also need. It's important to work with the photographer and all the other vendors for every single wedding event, just so everything goes smoothly, and more importantly, you get exactly what you want to get throughout your day. But anyway, that is the basics of a wedding. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave that in the comment section below, and stay tuned, because the next video we'll be talking about, well, what gear should we actually film a wedding with on somewhat of a budget. Anyway guys, I'm Eric, and I will catch you in the next one.
Hey, sorry, didn't know this was happening.
I really hope Erica adds this to the bloopers.
Be like, oh wow, look.
Erica, if you don't add this to the bloopers, you're fired.
Look, our universes are, wow, my hair looks terrible today. Our universes are crossing over right now.
Oh no, get out of here. Casual news, stay away.